Now, with Thanksgiving already here, that means the season of guests has arrived. So, in this week's Get Organized, Leslie's got some quick essentials for the preparations.
Thanks, Audra. Now, I love having company over, which is why I'm here with organization expert Jeffrey Calandra. Now, how can we make the first impressions of our home warm and inviting for guests? Where should we start?
One of the first places you want to start is in your entryway. So whether it's a coat closet, whether it's hooks that you have by the door, clear that space out. Make room for your guests' coats. The last thing you want to do is be fumbling to put them up and they keep falling. Even if you're using a closet, move some of your stuff out to make room for them so they feel welcome.
And you can add more hangers too if you need it.
Yeah, that would definitely be helpful.
All right, what's next?
The next place, one of the places that I like to direct people to is actually the bar. So usually,
that's a good one to direct people to.
Usually
All right.
After you arrive, the next place you go is for a cocktail. So within the bar, I always say edit your bar. Make sure that you remove any expensive bottles of wine that you might not want people tapping into, but also go through and make sure you get all of the necessary liquors that you need. The other thing you want to make sure you have is non-alcoholic drinks along with it. So you want to make sure that no one feels left out.
What about making space for all of our guests?
So in terms of space, I always say open up your floor plan. Even if you have a lot of furniture, you're usually used to having 4 or 5 people. You're probably centering your living room around your TV. You want to open those things up. So move some of that furniture into your basement, into your garage, just for the evening, and then you'll be more welcoming for your guests to be able to move around and have conversations.
You'll literally be able to make space for them.
Exactly.
That's true. Now, what about the necessary room? Because that's always used by guests.
Everyone always makes a trip there at least once during your party. So you want to make sure that you clean off the counter, make it warm and inviting. A couple little things that I like to do is add some mouthwash, put some mouthwash out, put some mints out.
Oh, that's so nice.
Nice little things that give a touch of luxury and keep you fresh during the evening. Another thing that you want to do is either change your roll of toilet paper right before the party or put one out that's in a visible location so that people can know where to find it in case they were the one that actually finished the roll.
And any woman will be happy to know that and have that there.
Exactly. We want to make sure that that's no problem whatsoever. And then another thing I usually like to do is have a scented candle lit in the bathroom. It also, not
for the
only,
aroma or?
Well, aroma's one, so it keeps it smelling fresh, but it also gives a little light that makes it just warm and inviting when you go into the bathroom.
Ah, the kitchen. Guests always find themselves here. What should we prep for?
One of the places that I always like to start is with your refrigerator, cupboards, or pantry. You want to make sure that you go through, pull all of your expired items out so that guests don't find them, and also it'll leave you with things that are within their expiration for when you're cooking and baking, so you're not scrambling if you pull something out that's past its expiration date.
A good tip. You don't want guests seeing old food, that's for sure.
Not at all.
Now, I love that you have to-go containers for your guests.
Yes, to-go containers are a very important thing to keep in your kitchen, especially around holiday time, because you have people over, you want to send them home with the good food that you've cooked.
Finally, what's your final tip for us?
The final tip is more about time management. So when you're planning your menu, think about things that you can prepare ahead of time. The last thing you want to do is be stuck in the kitchen listening to everybody laughing out in the living room, and you can't be out there enjoying it with them. So think about things that you can freeze and pull out and then put in the oven very easily, or things that you can make just a couple days ahead.
Yeah, you want to spend the most time with your company. Well, thank you so much. You have wonderful tips for every room. I loved it, Jeffrey. And for Better, I'm Lesley.
Ooh, I like the mints in the bathroom tip. Thank you so much, Leslie. Appreciate it.